Welcome to GameSpot's E3 2018 stage. I'm Matt Padgett, and today I'm here with Vlad Marhulitz. I hope I pronounced your name right.
Yes, yeah, that was correct.
All right,
yeah.
Step one, we've got the names right. Now we're going to go on to the game. What game are you playing with, or what game did you bring us today?
Well, it will be a really special game. It's actually a psychological horror game. It's about a boy named actually Lloyd, who is basically inside of a dream. And he learns to do crazy things, like he actually walks on walls and ceilings and stuff, like that. And it's, of course, dark. I mean, the game is actually dark, yeah.
All right, well, let's take a look at this wall walking and this darkness that you keep
talking
about.
for sure. Okay, let's do this.
All right, so what exactly do you do in this game?
Well, I do a little bit of actually everything, but I mean, mainly I'm actually the director, and I also write basically the score for it as well. So here we see Lloyd, and he's inside of a train station right now, and he's inside of a dream, and that's why he can do things like this. So he can walk on surfaces, and in a second we'll be entering a train. Here we are, and here we can choose an object, but we don't really have any, so we'll just keep moving forward. And right now, train will start. That's what it looks like. We hear an awesome sound there. And we're ready to move on to the next car and see what's there. So here we find a hole in the floor, and there's no way to go that way, but we can go on the wall and actually go all the way around it. And here Lloyd, he sees basically a handle that he can get, that he can use on the safe we saw right before then. So we'll just go there and try to use that.
So actually, the game looks absolutely gorgeous. What exactly inspired this art style?
Well, I'm inspired, by movies, actually, mainly. Obviously, Tim Burton, you can see a lot of that influence, and I'm also inspired by other, directors whom I liked a lot, basically Lynch, Del Toro. And it's also inspired, by games as well. Some of my favorites would be Limbo, Inside, and actually Little Nightmares. Yeah.
You can definitely see the influence with Limbo, Inside, Little Nightmares. I've got a question. I've also see a bit of adventure games, maybe a little bit of games like the old adventure games like Flashback and stuff like that, where it's the very deliberate jumping. You're solving puzzles. Is that what more of this game is like, or is it more of a platformer?
It's not a platformer actually. We don't really have basically jumping other than here in this actual level. So it's actually mainly about the puzzles and actually the stealth, because we'll see a lot of weird creatures here in the game as well. So it has basically stealth sequences. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm a huge stealth guy. So is it all about hiding and running away, or do you actually have to fight these creatures that...
He's actually a weak character. He's really not into open confrontation. He has no chance against all those creatures that we see actually in a few minutes. So you'll see basically exactly how this works. So we're in a car here that we can open this door, and we found an object. It's sort of an oversized corkscrew that we'll use a little later on. We can also see a stage here, but we can't really use anything here that actually works. So we just keep moving forward here. Here we find the engine, which is basically the main element of the level. We can't really do anything with it yet, so we'll just keep moving and see what awaits us here. And so here we have an example of actually a puzzle that we see a lot of those basically in Darq. As you can see, the lever is actually not active, so we need to make sure that it gets electricity. First we need to make sure this is fixed. And now we can solve this, since here I've done this actually hundreds and hundreds of times, so I'm just really going to do it fast so I can show you the rest of the level. It actually takes a little longer usually to solve this, but yeah, he can open the door now, and he finds a chest here, and instead of the chest, he actually gets a toy. Since actually I'm a musician, I love basically those traditional elements, that actually relate to music, So here I'm going to show you an example of actually using the object in a very dreamy way, because it's sort of illogical. He has a toy, but he can turn it into a real thing here, and using the lever, he can make a hole in the wall, and now we're actually really into a creepy, dreamy environment. He's actually inside of a moving train, but he's also in a cave, and in a cave he will see a creepy lady there. So it's, as you can see, it's really not basically a logical environment. It's really, really dreamy and weird. So here I need to make sure I stay quiet, because if I make a lot of noise, this will happen. So there is no joking around with her. So this time I'll try to sneak by and actually make sure that she can't hear us, because she's actually guarding a dynamite there that will try to steal from her.
She's like my landlord a little bit. Creepy lady who guards her, everything around her. It's I can't get into my house without her catching me.
Yeah, she looks like a typical landlord lady probably. So I need to really watch out on my way out as well, because she can still get me. So I need to stop when she starts being agitated like this, and we slowly move out of this area. To the next area. So okay, I can actually run now. Yeah.
So I was wondering, there was a puzzle there. How complicated do the puzzles get? Because there's definitely like the thing that really stands out to me is the adventure game element of, like, you put this piano there and it's not immediately clear what you do with that piano.
Yeah, I think a part of the fun of the game is that you're in the dream world, so you really don't know what to actually expect. Because in this kind of reality, anything can happen at any time. So it's part of the fun, just actually learning what's going to happen next. And actually, all the puzzles are challenging. What we see, right now, it's actually not the beginning of the game. It's actually the middle of the game. So it's a little bit challenging. It's a little bit easier at the very beginning of the game.
How varied are the environments? Because we see a train, we saw a cave. I'm guessing there are a few more dreamlike areas.
Yes, there are a lot of different environments in the game. There is actually actually a city. There is a subway station. There is a house, basically a castle sort of thing. So it's actually really varied. Really varied. Yes. So right now we need to create. So he finds a wall there, right? And we'll try to blow it up. And as you can see, we have a pretty unusual puzzle here, because we need to connect basically the cables with his own hands, which is really, really painful. You're not supposed to do that. Don't try that at home, by the way.
Thank you. I definitely, I may have tried it at home for sure.
Yeah.
So you actually have to run it.
Yeah.
So so when exactly is this coming out, and what platforms will I be able to play it on?
Well, I'm hoping to finish the game by the end of this year, and at first it will be only available on actual Windows. But I'm also hoping to make basically ports on next year on consoles. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
That's excellent. Well, hey, thank you so much for that. I'm super grateful you brought
very much.
Darq with you.
Sure.
That's DARQ.
Exactly, with a Q. Yep.
And I'm super excited to play it for myself.
Cool.
Thanks again, and have a fantastic rest of your E3, sir.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Great. Thank you.